Alright baby, it's this old outboard, the 1975 Johnson 15 horse short shaft tiller. The curb alert baby. Flipping the 15. Alright, so down to the wire here. She fired up the other day. Today's Tuesday, if I hadn't mentioned that, the 31st. Gonna finish up the last minute details here. I've got this this handle up here. It's gone. I've got another handle for it, and the gear case. I got to get that gear case put together. All right, so I'm gonna get to work on the handle here first. That's not original in there. That pin. That looks like a nail or something somebody put in there, and I want to get that out. And then here I have, I believe came off a Suzuki I had. And it has this type of pin in it that expands. And what I want to do is I'm going to get this pin out. So anyway, I want to get this thing out, I want to tap it out. And, but I don't really, you know, hopefully I'm not going to, you know, it's catching, because it's bent a little bit. What I'd like to do is get that thing out of there without stretching that hole out anymore. Boom! You're out! Alright, so I'm thinking the best way to go is just to drill this puppy out. I've already started a little spot on there. And it should squeeze right through. That's what she said last night. Alright, so I got this small nail. And it's not big enough to push the aluminum open where I had drilled it. It's just big enough to get it in there and work this thing out. Alright, actually this is still good, you know. I might be able to reuse it and get in there and just expand that out. It looks like it's a little bit bent. I think I might be able to still reuse it, because look at the difference in size from the Suzuki pin. So I'm going to try and reuse it rather than drill this thing out for the bigger pin. Alright, so I've already done it once. Put the vice grips on. The trick is to stay on the pin, because if you squeeze that damn handle, it's gonna break. Boom, I think she's in there, not going anywhere. Digging it, baby. Yep, she's in. Alright, so I've got to get this this puppy on, and this controls your idle speed. If you're out trolling, you can crank it up, you know, bump the idle up. Going too fast, bump it out, slow the idle down. There's a little arm that fits inside, and it goes back and forth onto the linkage. And it's also like an idle stop, you know, so your cam roller doesn't roll all the way down the end of the line there. Anyway, what goes on here originally is one of these snap rings, and these damn things are a total pain in the butt. They don't last. And after this thing wears out, what they recommend you do is shave this off to make the shaft a little longer. So as you shave this off, fits back in, and you cut a whole new groove in there, and pain in the ass. So I went and picked up some clips. I got the E-clip here, which no problem getting that on, but I will have to do a little modifications here. I also bought the old safety pin type clip. Also, you know, have to cut a couple of little bit deeper grooves on both sides, no problem doing that. And I've got the old hitch pin, which you know, it might work, it might not. Just like I say, you gotta, you know, do a little modifications. Alright, so here's what I came up with. This E-clip turned out to be the best deal. All I had to do was take the hacksaw, and I buzzed a little tiny notch in there, one over here, one over here. Clip this baby on. I'm gonna tell you what, this thing ain't going nowhere. Plus, it's easy to get off, easy to get on, compared to the old ring clip thingy there. So I'm going to be getting that put on, then I'm going to start on that gear case, get that cleaned up, and go from there. Alright, there you go. She's in, baby. Works like a champ. Use the E-clip. Never really going to need to adjust this thing. How this thing, they say, you know, is supposed to help idle speed, I don't know. But anyway, it works great for an idle stop, and handle's a little chewed up, but what the hell. Now normally I don't use any silicone or anything, but I'm going to put a little silicone on this plate. Alright, never fails. Punch a hole in the side. Alright, so here's my pump. Cleaned it all up, looks good. Water tube grommet. Yanked it off the 20 horse Craigslist special. I said that baby's done paid for itself. Alright, water tube grommet almost in. So a little bit of grease, which is going to hold my clip in, my pin, right on the groove there. And a little bit around the edges there. And the pin goes right in the groove on the drive shaft. And the impeller slides right over the pin. Like that. So also what I like to do is grease the pump up a little bit. Helps the impeller slide in there. And this motor spins like clockwise, I believe it. Right. So, put this pump on. And bend down the impeller blades. Oops, I'm on backwards. And twist this baby on. So the impeller blades are bent in the correct position. Feels good. Tighten them babies up. Alright, so we're in like Flynn. Also, a little dab of grease. Ain't gonna hurt nothing. It's gonna help that water tube slide in. Let's get that prop on. See how we're doing there. If I remember correctly. Yes, goes on like that. And think I'm going to throw just a little bit of grease on the shaft. Not going to hurt nothing back here. Don't know why. Alright. Thrust washer, I believe that's called. Towel, I believe that's called. Prop. Ooh yeah, man, this thing looks pretty damn good. I wonder why he changed his mind. First he said he wanted to keep it. Then he called me back and said, you want it? And I said, yeah. I'm telling you, it take a few years off of this stuff. And it's not like I did it for a lifetime either. I only did this for a few years. It wasn't, you know, barely, not even 3 years I was messing around with these motors. And then take 3-4 years off and get old, and the brain don't want to work like it used to. Alright, cotter pin. Alright, baby, found me a cotter pin. It's so weird, Mr. Cotter. I need a cotter pin, Mr. Cotter. It's so weird. Man, I tell you what, take a double look at that prop. I mean, minor, little, tiny scratch. Looks like it's been used once. If that. I mean, you know what I mean. Alright, I'm going to slide this damn gear case on. And they either go nice and easy or pain in the ass. Not like it. So swapped it out, or found another one. Okay, I'm right on my water tube. Oh, all right, I'm in. Get my screw in. I usually do it like this. Get it lined up. Put come on, baby. Pull it back up. With the gear shift. Make sure that down. Drive shaft is in. I think we're in now. Okay, back in neutral. Yep, stuck in something there. Come on, baby. Yeah, it's in. Now what can happen too is that little washer on the top of that drive shaft, well, I've seen it where the old one is still stuffed up in there. And that could have been why it was a little tough getting in. So you don't know what the hell's up in there unless you pull that power head off. Boom, see, it slid right up, tightened right in. Felt good.
You know the channel.